Choose the incorrect statement from the following. Many chlorophyll A molecules form the reaction center. Next question, which of the following does not behave as sense organ in cockroach? Correct answer है आपका D, Phelomeris. Then question number 3, factors which can cause right shift in the oxyhemoglobin curve include all except increase in the pH. The mechanical strength in the young stem is provided by collenchyma. Which of the following activities is most closely associated with alkaline phosphatase? Addition of phosphate group. Embryological support for evolution was proposed by Haeckel. Next question, calculate the number of nucleosomes present in the nucleus of diploid eukaryotic cell which possesses 3.3 into 10 to the power 9 BP, 1.65 into 10 to the power 7. Next, female sex organ of Kara is known as gonium. Question number 9, select the option that represents correct combination of the components of succus and Articus. Correct answer है आपका B. Question number 10, a man with Klinefelter syndrome has a daughter who is a carrier of hemophilia. The chromosomal event leading to daughter's carrier status is mostly likely due to. Correct answer है आपका option D. Question number 11, what is the maximum value of the friction force between the two blocks? Ka by 2. Question number 12, if the dissociation energy of the molecule is minus U at equilibrium, then D is B square by 4A. The kinetic energy of the system now is K by 2. The heat flow into the system path AdB is 40 joules. The variation of magnetic susceptibility with the temperature of the ferromagnetic material can be plotted as. इसका correct answer है आपका option D. Next question, at any instant of time t, the displacement of any particle is given by 2t minus 1 under the influence of force of 5 Newton. The value of the instantaneous power is 10. A coil is placed in a magnetic field such that the plane of the coil is perpendicular to the direction of the magnetic field. The magnetic flux through the coil can be changed by changing the magnitude of the magnetic field within the coil, by changing the area of the coil within the magnetic field, and by reversing the magnetic field direction without changing its magnitude. Option D. The maximum elongation of a steel wire of 1 meter of length if the elastic limit of steel and its Young modulus respectively are 8 into 10 to the power 8 Newton meter and 2 into 10 to the power 11 is 4 mm. A prism has a refractive index of cot A by 2 where A is the refracting angle of the prism. The minimum deviation due to the prism this prism is pi minus 2a. A thermodynamic system is taken through the cycle ABCD as shown in the figure. Heat rejected by the gas during the cycle is. Correct answer आपका option B. Next question. A beam of light from source L is incident normally in the plane mirror fixed at a certain distance x from the source. The angle theta is given by y by 2x. A small coin is resting on the bottom of a beaker filled with liquid. A ray of light from the coin travels into the surface of the liquid and moves along its surface. How fast is the light traveling in the liquid? 1.8 10 to the power 8 meter per second. Next question. A balloon with mass m is descending down with the acceleration a. How much mass should be removed from it so it start moving with an acceleration a? 2 ma upon g plus a. Next question. A car moves from x to y with a uniform speed vu and returns to y with a uniform speed vd. The average speed of the round trip is. Correct answer आपका option A. A particle is moving such that its position coordinates x, y are these. The average velocity from t0 to t is equal to 5 seconds is 11 by 5. If the magnetic dipole moment of an atom of diamagnetic material, paramagnetic and ferromagnetic material are denoted by these, then इसका correct answer है आपका C. Next question. The current I in a coil varies with time as shown in the figure. The variation of induced EMF with time would be. इसका correct answer है आपका option B. Next question. A ring is made up of wire having resistance 12 ohms. Find the points A and B as shown in the figures at which current carrying conductor should be connected so that the resistance of the sub-circuit of these points is equal to 8 by 3 ohms. 1 by 2. L1 by L2 is 1 by 2. Next question. A tightly wound 100 turns coils of radius 10 cm carries a current of 7 ampere. The magnitude of the magnetic field at the center of the coil is 4.4 Next question, the net impedance of a circuit will be 10 root 2 ohms. Next question, the radius of the innermost orbit of atom is 5.3 into 10 to the power minus 11 meters. What is the radius of the third orbit of hydrogen atom? 4.77 angstrom. A light ray enters through the right angled prism at P with the angle of incidence of 30 degree. The refractive index of the prism is root 5 by 2. A football player is moving southwards and suddenly turns eastward with the same speed to avoid an opponent. The force that acts along the player while turning is along northeast. A vessel contains a mixture of 1 mole of oxygen, 2 moles of nitrogen at 300 Kelvin. The ratio of average rotational kinetic energy per O2 molecules to that per N2 molecules is 1:1. If Cp and Cv denote the specific heats, then where R is the molar gas constant, Cp minus Cv is equal to R. Next question, the correct stability of the above cations is? Correct answer आपका option C. The E naught for the Mn3 plus to Mn2 plus couple is more positive than Cr3 plus to Cr2 plus due to the change of D4 to D5 configuration. The meniscus of mercury in the capillary tube is convex. The overlapping represents pp antibonding. For a CO2 gas, compressibility factor at very high pressure is given as? Correct answer आपका option C. Which among the following compounds undergo bromination on its aromatic ring at fastest rate? Correct answer आपका option B. The most stable carbocation among the following is? इसका आंसर है आपका option B. Identify Z in the sequence of the given reaction. Correct answer है आपका option B. Ksp of CaSO4 5.5H2O is 9 into 10 to the power minus 6. Find the volume of for one gas of CaSO4, 2.45 liters. The rate of solubilisis of tert butyl bromide will be maximum in which of the following solvents? H2O. Arrange the following elements in increasing order of first ionization enthalpy. Correct आंसर आपका ऑप्शन बी. Then question number 47 में हमसे प्रोडक्ट पूछा है which will be but 1,3-diene. Question number 48, the correction factor A to the ideal gas equation corresponds to forces of attraction between the gas molecules. If the change in energy is this, then the wavelength of the light is 6.64 into 10 to the power minus 8 angstrom. Question number 50, if m is the molar mass of Cu2s, then its equivalent mass is given as m by 6. During the preparation of more salt solution, which of the following acid is added to prevent hydrolysis of Fe2 plus ion? Dilute sulfuric acid. Uranium 238 forms thorium 234 after radioactive decay and has a half-life of 4.5 into 10 to the power 9 years. How many years will it take to decay 75% of its initial amount? 9 to 10 to the power 9 years. Which of the following is correct for MnCN63 minus? D2sp3 and octahedral. Which one of the following is not an example of oxidizing agent? Hydrogen sulfide. Which of the following complex is optically inactive? Correct answer आपका option D. The potential of the electrode would be 0.059 volts. Major product in the following reaction is? Correct answer आपका option A. Acetone and ethanol can be chemically distinguished by? Correct answer है आपका both A and B. Which lanthanide ion is the smallest in size? Tm3 plus. Next question number 60, which one of the following statements is true? Both CUS and ZNS precipitate. In pedigree analysis, the symbol for affected male is? Correct answer है आपका option A. Which one of the following is an example of actinomorphic flower? Datura. Next question, formation of interfascicular cambium from fully developed parenchyma cell is an example for? Correct answer है आपका option C. Next question, breeding crops with higher levels of vitamins and minerals or higher proteins and healthier fat is known as biofortification. Which of the given plastids store more fats and oils? Elioplast. Select the incorrect match. Correct answer है आपका option C. Which one of the following is not a criteria for classification of fungi? Mode of spore formation. Which one of the following organisms is correctly matched with its three characteristics? C3 pathway. Who proved that genetic codons are triplet? Correct आंसर है आपका ए जॉर्ज. In angiosperm, which one is not haploid? Pen. Question number 71. Which one of the following is not a part of Abel quartet? Then 71 का आपका हो गया coevolution. NADP reductase is located on the stroma side of thylakoid membrane and accepts electrons from PS1 and protons from the stroma. Choose the incorrect statement with respect to cockroach. Nervous system consists of segmentally arranged ganglia, 6 in thorax and 9 in abdomen. Option B. Formation of clot in damaged blood vessels required conversion of inactive fibrinogens to fibrin in the blood. The blood clotting factor specific for catalyzing this particular conversion is active thrombin. Next question. The flippers of penguins and dolphins are example of convergent evolution. The function. Next question क्या था आपका question number 76. The function of lega hemoglobin in the roots of nudulus legumus is oxygen removal. Question number 77 आपका in which one of the following pollination is autogamous? Correct answer है आपका option A. Which one of the following act as a physiological barrier to the entry of microorganisms in human body? Tears. Next, which one of the following statement is correct regarding blood pressure? 190 by 110 mm Hg may harm vital organs like brain and kidney. Question number 80. Which among the following are matching set of phylum and its three examples? इस correct answer है आपका A. Next, question number 81. Lecithin, a small molecular weight organic compound found in living tissues, is an example of. इस correct answer है आपका option B. Next, mammals from colder climates generally have shorter ears and limbs to minimize heat loss. This is called as Allen's rule. Funaria's male gametes are monoflagellate. In Drosophila, the XXY condition leads to the femaleness, where in human beings the same condition leads to Klinefelter syndrome. In male, it proves Y chromosome is active in sex determination in both human beings and Drosophila. Next question, question number 85. The chemoosmotic coupling hypothesis of oxidative phosphorylation proposed that ATP is formed due to a proton gradient forms across the inner membrane. Question number 86. Two genes R and Y are located very close on the chromosomal linkage map of maize plant when RRYY and small rRYY genotypes are hybridized. The F2 segregation will show higher number of parental types. Next, if a double-stranded DNA has 20% of cytosine, what will the percentage of adenine in it? 30%. Next question, question number 88. In a woody dicotyledonous tree, which one of the following parts will mainly consist of primary tissues? Shoot tips and root tips. Barophilic prokaryotes. इसका correct answer है आपका grow and multiply in very deep marine sediments. Potometer works on the principle of amount of water absorbed equals the amount transpired. Next question, the most variable stage of cell cycle is G1. The oxygen evolved during photosynthesis come out from water molecules. Which of the following pairs of elements is involved in this reaction? Magnesium and chlorine. Which one is a wrong statement? इसका right answer है आपका option C. HDAC catalyzes the removal of acetyl group from N-terminal of histones. Which amino acid histone is involved in this process? Lysine. The next question, what could be the genotype of the two plants used for hybridization? Red color is determined by RR and white by RR genes, small r genes 95. इसका correct answer है आपका option C. A woman with normal vision but whose father was colorblind marries a colorblind. Suppose that the fourth child of this couple was a boy. This boy may be colorblind or may be normal vision. Next, a fall in GFR activates. इसका राइट आंसर आपका ऑप्शन डी. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, एरोबिक रेस्पिरेशन प्रोड्यूसेस 264 ग्राम ऑफ CO2, देन हाउ मच CO2 इज प्रोड्यूस फ्रॉम द सेम वेट ऑफ ग्लूकोज इन अल्कोहलिक फर्मेंटेशन. इसका राइट आंसर आपका 132 ग्राम्स. मेल प्रोड्यूस 2 टाइप्स ऑफ गैमीट्स इन. इसका राइट आंसर है आपका ड्रोसोफिला. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, एडेनिन डेरिवेटिव हार्मोन इज. इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन डी, काइनेटिन.